boys and girls. In science, you would have learned the different materials that stick to magnets. Today, we are going to learn two new words, and those new words are attract and repel. When an item sticks to a magnet, we can say that the item is attracted to the magnet. But if the item pushes away or does not stick, we can say that it repels. We're going to watch a short video on magnets that attract and repel.
Our friendly bar magnet, Barry, has two poles. He has a north pole and a south pole. He knows he can attract objects made of iron. But now he wonders if he can attract his fellow magnets. Why don't we join him as he seeks answers to his question? While Barry was walking, he saw another bar magnet on the way. He was excited to see if the bar magnet was attracted to him.
Remember, attract means
as he got nearer and nearer,
to
the
come
bar magnet
together.
slowly got nearer to him as well, until the bar magnet's south pole was attracted to Barry's north pole. Barry was happy. Not only are magnetic objects attracted to him, his fellow magnets are too. He kept walking. He saw a cylindrical magnet. But this time, as Barry got nearer, the cylindrical magnet moved away from him. He kept getting nearer, and the magnet moved away. Why is the bar magnet attracted to Barry? Why isn't the cylindrical magnet attracted to him? When Barry's north pole came near the bar magnet's south pole, the magnets were attracted to each other. But when Barry's north pole got close to the north pole of the cylindrical magnet, they repelled each other. For magnets, when two unlike poles, the north pole and the south, come together, they attract. On the other hand, when two like poles, the North Pole and the North Pole, or the South Pole and the South Pole come together, they repel. So what should Barry do to attract the cylindrical magnet? He should move to the other end of the cylindrical magnet. Gotcha! Now Barry knows how to attract other magnets.
Tyler, with Grammarly's help, is writing an email to his boss, Anita.
Sorry
Tyler
about
sits
that.
just 15 feet away, though it can feel like...
Okay, so in this video, it started off by telling us that magnets have poles. Each magnet, this is a bar magnet, has a north and a south pole. Here's the horseshoe magnet. It has a north and a south pole. So each magnet has a pole. A good way to remember the name of the poles is just like the North Pole and the South Pole on the Earth. So each magnet has a North Pole and a South Pole. And in the video, they talked about two words, attract and repel. If you notice our little friend in the video, some parts of the magnet or some poles of the magnet stuck to him. Let's say I were to do this. Now, if you notice, these poles are stuck together. I have drawn together. Why do you think that these poles are stuck to each other? I'm going to give you a minute to talk about it. Opposite poles attract. I'm going to write the word attract. Opposite poles attract boys and girls. South and North Pole are opposite poles, so they attract, so they stick together. Now let's look at this. And I'm going to draw this. Sorry, it's not perfect. Why aren't these poles stuck together? Going to give you a minute to talk. These poles are not stuck together because they are alike. Same poles repel. Same poles repel. If you notice, the south and the south are pushing away from each other. The north and the north are pushing away from each other. Just like how we talked about is a push or a pull. Well, the opposite magnets are pulling together to attract. And the poles that are the same are pushing away to repel. And I'm going to show you two magnets attracting and two magnets repelling. Now, if you notice, I have South Pole and North Pole. Look at what happens when I try to stick the South Pole onto the North Pole. Look at what happens. Look, boys and girls. They're stuck together. Look, they're stuck together. So opposite poles attract. And you can see it right here. North and South Pole are squished together. They're attracting each other. Now, look at what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn the south here. And I'm going to try to bring my north here. Let's see what happens. Oh, did you hear it stick together? So once again, opposite poles attract. We have south and north, and they're sticking together, so they are attracting. So now let's try something different. I'm going to leave my poles here, my bar magnet there. And I have south over here. Let me try to put another south and see what happens. They're actually pushing away. When two magnets that are alike try to get near each other, they repel. They push away. If you notice, I'm having to force this. Oh my gosh. I'm having to try and force these two same poles together, and they just can't. So let's try it the opposite way. Let's put north and north together and see what happens. Oops. Let's put north and north together. Sorry. North and north. Nope. They won't do it because same poles repel. Okay? So opposite poles attract and same poles repel. And here's another example of repelling. Here's another example of two magnets repelling, north and north. Now what I want you to do in your books, I would like for you to head up today's date, and for your Walt, we are learning to identify which poles attract and repel. So we are learning to identify which poles attract and repel. And I want you to write the subtitle attract. One thing you would use a capital A and underline it. And I want you to draw, just like how I did, poles attracting. Now this is one example, but there's another way in which poles attract as well. Then I want you to write the next subtitle, repel, using a capital R. Okay? And I want you to draw me magnets repelling. Now you can do the bar magnet, the horseshoe magnet, or both. So once again, you're going to write today's date. Walt, we are learning to identify which poles attract and repel. Then your subtitles are going to be attract, repel, and you're going to draw under them magnets attracting and repelling. If you want to color them blue and red, you are quite welcome to, but I would like to see the S standing for south and the N standing for north. So good luck with this activity, and I look forward to seeing your finished results. Have a good day, boys and girls.